Who remembers this back in 2021? The absolutely, utterly, unquestionably incompetent politician in CEO's clothing, Mary B.S. Barra, current quote-unquote leader at Government Motors, lied to the public and lied to investors, brazenly making an outrageous, obviously false statement live on air when talking to Phil at CNBS regarding their prospects of catching up to Tesla. At the time I covered this, long-term viewers will remember back in 2021 when I made this video, literally going back and forth, looking at her, shaking her head, the body language, the whole thing. I said it's BS, it's never going to happen, and she knows it. Not only did I repeatedly discuss this brazen lie in public videos on YouTube, but also had this to say in an exclusive members-only video. I want to make sure everyone knows exactly what I said back in 2021 about this. I don't make predictions and strong statements for nothing. Here are the fucking receipts.
Do you think that you can catch Tesla by 2025?
Absolutely, Phil.
You guys see that? Absolutely. Mary Barra literally shaking her head as she says absolutely. This is the biggest tell that somebody is full of shit. One more time.
Do you think that you can catch Tesla by 2025?
Absolutely, Phil.
So it's pretty obvious there. Mary Barra deceiving investors. She knows in her heart of hearts there's no way GM is catching Tesla by 2025 or ever, but still putting on a brave face as the captain of the Titanic that's about to collide with a gigantic fatal iceberg. It is absolutely not going to end well for General Motors. You can count on it. How awkward it must be for some guy with a really bad haircut to unequivocally call out the bullshit flowing from this pathological liar's mouth back in 2021 ahead of time, saying it ain't going to happen, she's lying, she knows that it's bullshit, she's deceiving investors, and then years later for things to play out exactly as that dickhead predicted, and you to have been exposed for lying at the time, missing your obviously false target in the first place, and having to admit what that guy already knew years ago, you lying piece of shit. So, I have an update. I saw this posted today. Government Motors CEO Mary B.S. Barra, who, remember, led and matters, electrified the whole industry if I remember correctly, says that Government Motors will not meet its 1 million EV capacity target by 2025. Now imagine that. Back in 2021, this lying piece of shit lies to people, and I say, she's a lying piece of shit. She's lying. She's shaking her head. Well, look, this is not going to happen. This is bullshit. She's lying. She's deceiving investors. She's a fraud. She's a politician in CEO's clothing. Fast forward years since I called out this lie, and what do you know? They're not going to make their target that they never intended on making in the first place. Oh, which, by the way, also didn't actually make sense at the time. I talked about this as well. I'm like, wait, Tesla's already going to be at this capacity. Even if they're aiming here, they're not going to catch up to Tesla. This doesn't even make sense. Even if they were actually going to get to this number, it still didn't make sense. So let's see what this piece of shit liar has to say. Now, the reason I call her a piece of shit is because she's lying to her investors and deceiving people. You can miss a target. You can miss a goal. But you can't be lying to people saying that you're going to become the leader, absolutely, while shaking your fucking head, telling the entire world that you know you're lying. You just can't do that. It's dishonest. So let's see what she has to say.
That by the end of 25, it will have capacity in North America to produce 1 million EVs. That's been the guidance for some time. Well, today, Mary Barra at a CNBC event said, they're not going to make it to 1 million. Here's what she had to say.
You know, at General Motors, moving to an all-electric future, and almost what's more important is the fact that the vehicle really is a software platform. And so, you know, we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown right now. We won't, we won't get to 1 million just because the market's not developing, but we'll get there.
Oh, the market's not developing. That's why. That's totally reasonable. That's why 4 years ago when she said this goal and shook her fucking head, I said she's lying. It's not going to happen. They never. Because obviously I knew ahead of time that there'd be some difficulties in the automotive market, right? Wrong. She lied. She knew she was lying at the time. And now this is just a get out of jail card. Oh, look, that's a great excuse at the market. Get fucked.
And so we're going to be guided by the customer. But what I like to tell people is get in an electric vehicle and drive it. It's a lot of.
So check this out. We're going to be guided by the customer. 1, what a weak way to approach business. 2, the customer has spoken, you dumb fuck. What was the world's best-selling vehicle of any kind last year? Wait, I think I know. Oh, that's right. Yep, I got it. It was the Tesla Model Y, an electric vehicle with a premium price, becoming the world's best-selling vehicle. Mary, the customer has spoken. In fact, the customer has been screaming and shouting for multiple years. Customers want compelling, affordable electric vehicles. This has got nothing to do with what customers want. Customers want compelling electric vehicles. What it has everything to do with is your ability to navigate the transition to electric vehicles, something that this clown is clearly not fit for. Guaranteed, she'll be out of a job within 5 years, get a massive golden parachute, the company will soon go bankrupt. It's all on Mary. She's been a leader at this company since they should have been moving at lightning speed toward the transition to electric vehicles. And instead, she's been lying to her investors, deceiving the public, making misstep after misstep. Hey, who remembers the partnership with the obvious fraud? Nikola, the Badger, right? I analysed that at the time too. Made no fucking sense. You're telling me that Nikola, with their incredible Badger and the technology that you've apparently vetted, by the way, it's all, don't even get me started. You're telling me that Nikola's going to pay you fuck tons of money for you to manufacture their vehicle, and they're going to give you a huge stake in the company. So what exactly does Nikola, who claimed to have all this incredible technology, get if they're using GM technology, GM's manufacturing, and GM's getting a huge stake in the company? Wait a minute, maybe it's possible that you're actually just doing this investment to try and get some of that EV gravy train during the EV SPAC attack and lure in dumb fuck retail investors. Oh, Nikola Badger, GM partnership, I'm buying GM stock. Oh, and let's not talk about the other failed partnership with another Fraudstown Motors, right? Also happened under her leadership. It's the lies that get me. I don't care if you're wrong, if you fail with your predictions, but she's been lying to people from day one. She's incompetent. And not only that, but a pathological liar. Just about everything she says relating to electric vehicles seems to be bullshit. The company's fucked. She knows it. She won't say it. And I personally believe at this point in time, Mary Barra is working the 2 to 5 year golden parachute plan for herself.
Fun. It's instant torque. It opens up new design language for the vehicle. So as the charging infrastructure gets more robust, as EVs become more affordable, I definitely think we're going to see that growth. And the next 10, 11, 12 years is going to be pretty transformative in the way people move.
Yeah, and the next 3 to 5 years, we'll see a transformative move in the form of a golden parachute from Mary B.S. Barra abandoning ship just before it sinks. Pathetic. And you better believe, folks, that I'll be digging this video up a few years from now, doing exactly what I've done with my clip from 2021, saying she's full of shit, she's deceiving investors, she doesn't believe it. So I can say, hey guys, look, remember when I said she's working the short golden parachute plan? Oh, what do you know? She just got a golden parachute, it's fucked off, and the company's going bankrupt soon. Now, this video is not in fact about GM, who, remember, led, matter, and in fact electrified the whole industry, according to the big guys scriptwriters. No. This video is a more broad assessment of what's inevitable for legacy automotive companies. They're all years too late to the party. Most have incompetent leaders. Most of the world's best and brightest engineers are working for Elon. Companies like Government Motors, Ford, Toyota, Volkswagen, you name it, the vast majority of the people working at these companies, we just must be honest, are not the A-plus talent. They're all working at SpaceX or Tesla or some AI startup. No. These companies are left to seek applications from the scraps. They don't have the talent or the resources and all the leadership, and they should have been moving at maximum speed toward electric vehicles 10, 15 years ago, but they weren't. I've said it before, I will say it again. The future of the automotive industry, by units sold and or produced per year, the top 10 will be comprised almost exclusively of Tesla and Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers. Pay very close attention to statements you hear from the CEOs of automotive manufacturers. Because if I'm being honest, I really deep down believe that they know that they're fucked. The question is, will they lie to your face, like Mary B.S. Barra, repeatedly, and deceive you, deceive investors, deceive the public? Or will they provide a more honest assessment, describe the fact that it's going to be extremely challenging to make and or survive the transition, but they're trying? And do the employees of these companies who are likely to head to bankruptcy court later this decade, do they have a plan B, C, and D? Because they will absolutely need one. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. Plus, has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. And I haven't missed a daily video in more than 3 years. Must be a coincidence, right? Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. But don't take my word for it. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. By the way, viewer, that makes 2 of us. On to the next. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. This viewer's been taking AG1 for 8 months and says, what an investment. Another. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, or I can keep going, plenty more to come. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, these are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. If you're still skeptical, hey, I don't blame you. Everyone on the planet seems to be promoting AG1 now, but guess what? They weren't nearly 3 years ago when I had this to say privately to my Patreon audience before there was a relationship, when I was asked about what I was doing for my health, energy, and so on. Just sharing my genuine, honest thoughts about a product I'd recently discovered that was at the time called Athletic Greens, now AG1. If I could only recommend one supplement to take, Athletic Greens, and I'm not getting paid to say this, Athletic Greens is a fucking game changer. I cannot believe how effective this is. No longer having a lack of energy in the afternoons. It's fucking amazing. There's only one thing to recommend seriously. Try Athletic Greens. You won't go back. So obviously, just like Elon Musk is a liar, a fraud, a con man, a scammer, a fake engineer, and Tesla's going bankrupt, you shouldn't trust that guy from about 3 years ago who, without any financial incentive, was promoting this product to his audience on Patreon when they were asking about health and what he's doing for supplements. Because obviously, there was some other reason he recommended that, obviously. Not sure what it was, but don't trust that guy. And all the testimonials, like my mental game has improved with AG1. I feel better than ever. I'm so impressed I've bought it for both my parents. I feel more focused and have better digestion. Incredible difference. No more afternoon fatigue. It's relieved gut issues. These are all just obviously fake testimonials from fake people. Right? Wrong. Just try it. Unless you hate yourself. If you hate yourself and you don't even want to risk possibly feeling better, this is not for you. But for everyone else, what's the worst that could happen? Try it for a month. See how you feel. It's a no-brainer. Just click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR. You'll get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 plus 5 travel packs. And you'll take the colossal risk that maybe you might have a similar experience to some of the people whose testimonials we've read in this video.